How's everyone doing out there? I'm well. I can't complain. God been good to me. I hope you can say the same. I'm sure you can if you really sit down and think about it long enough. But I'm sitting over here looking at my track listing from the year 2019, and I don't know. I just figured I'd give a few of my thoughts. Okay, this isn't the order that I would put them in now. I kind of switched it around. If you check out my playlist, that's kind of how I would have it set. If I'm not around, if anything ever does be released, as far as that goes. Well, people don't even listen to CD. Well, I guess you still have albums in like not MP3. Man, I sound outdated. All the streaming services and networks, there's still an order there. So, anyways, not to get off topic, off subject. First, take a chance. Take a chance is good. I wanted to get 3 16-bar verses. The engineer lied to me. I ain't mad at you, Tom, but he gave me 20 seconds. Fucking was it 3 8-bar verses? I believe so. So I really wasn't that much space to I hate that too. I like 16-bar verses. You get a chance to actually, you know what I mean, show what you're capable of. But it was a good track. I don't know. I was more highly. I felt better about that one uh, then than I do now because I know I could have did so much better had I just had the length of time, the amount of space to fill in the blanks. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's okay. And it was never mastered. It was mixed, but I never got that track mastered. Uh, Budget was running a little low. I'll just say that. Coronavirus. Man, I tell you, if I knew what I knew then, what I know now, that'd probably be a totally different track. And speaking of which, let me go ahead and mask up so I don't make anyone sick out there. Be sure to get your vaccines. If you don't, you probably will. You'll have to. Oh, man. I love those celebrities that were wearing these things 30 years ago. You know what I mean? It's almost as if they could predict the future. Oh, man. Deebo. That's one of my favorite joints, even though the content isn't really that family friendly. I like the hook, and I like the sing-songy nature of it. And that's a bad description. And I tried to stick with where I began with it until the end, as far as really there's no hook on there per se, other than like the way I started. But Vice treat my life like a peep show. Your wife knows I'm nice. One of these third counting up the dollars. So what I mean by that is I tried to stick the words I started rhyming with. I tried to end with. I tried to stay on that same path. You know what I mean? I didn't try not to delve off and go in a million different ways with it, as most of my songs are. The state versus the art. That's the one I'll probably likely. Well, I'll be remembered for other bullshit, stupid stuff. Other than that, but that's the one that I would like to be remembered for. The state versus the art. On the road, it's a good track. I change a lot about that one. From beginning to end, the hook, all the verses. I changed that entire track up. It was a hard beat. It was a good beat. Great instrumental. DDS, what up? Really all I gotta say about that one. I changed that entire track up. Exorcism, nah, verses was garbage. I don't like the hook. I ain't sing it the way I wanted to sing it. Listening to engineer, Tom Rowan over there. Yeah. Yeah. Looking back on it, I don't think I would have redid Triumphant. That's on the same beat. But I tried to switch it up, do a little something different because I didn't like Triumphant. The Triumphant in 2018 and Exorcism in 2019. I do like the beginning. It's one of the few tracks I have where it's like not special effects, but you slow down my voice at the beginning. Lyrical exorcism. That was cool. Blue balls, man. I tried to do something special with that one, and looking back on it, I probably would have just, you know what I mean, not even bothered with that. Well, it's got some good lyrics on it. It's just, you know what I mean, the same beat for damn near 15 minutes. Like, who wants to sit there and listen to it? I tried to, you know, throw as many effects in there as possible. To that's one of the things I love about hip hop and music in general is storytelling. And there's no real good story being told there. It's just like the things I would say, like whip you with my belt like Pootie Tang and or whatever, stuff like that. Moving out, that was from the heart. You know what I mean? I put a lot of time, energy, effort into that one. Not really so much on the writing end of it. That didn't take me long at all. It was just one night I wrote Moving Out, and the hook just came to me naturally. I wrote the hook before I did the verses, and it's okay. I know I'm capable of a lot more though, and man, it's a million different versions of it, and not one is the one that I was happy with. Where I said, "It's all great, cornflake." What'd I say? Okay, it's all great, cornflake, long as I take every piece of my cake cheese. Yeah, you had to search high and low for that version. It's out there, but then there'll be like another part where Tom didn't fucking yeah. What was it? His I had to tweak like a word or two, and it could have been a lot better, a lot better. I know it's a lot of people like that song, but I know I'm better. I know I can do better than that. To be honest with you, it's okay. As far as the chorus goes, it's probably definitely the most pop friendly um, hook chorus that I made. So it is what it is for what it's worth. I enjoyed making it. Tom got stuck on it. Kept wanting me to work on that song. I was ready to move on. You know what I mean? I should have went ahead and got it all the way right the first time. But it is what it is. It's not my favorite song, and considering the content of me being all emo over someone who, truthfully, I don't think ever gave a fuck about anyone but themselves, I wouldn't spend as much time on that one. If I were to do Moving Out again, it'd be dedicated to someone else other than who it was. Let me just say that. Okay. What you need? Ooh, big mistake. Big mistake. You don't want you don't want problems with the people in charge of. Yeah. You don't want it with those people. Those are powerful people. They run the entire world. So watch what you say on a record. It could cost you your life. You don't believe me? Oh, it can. What Tupac's last album, when he was working on while he was alive, what was that called? Tupac, the Don Illuminati Theory? He ain't lived too long after that, did he? What about Big, Life After Death? Where he's talking about, on the 10 crack commandments. The 11th commandment. Be careful what you say on record. And those guys were just creating art. I don't think they meant, but people hear things and they interpret it whichever way they feel. So you got to be careful about that. 336 to the 919. It's all right. I wrote the hook, my verse. I'd like to thank Mark. I'd like to thank Thugsy. I believe his name. I'm not sure. Sean. Really like to thank those guys for coming, being a part of it. It meant the world to me, and I'll feel that way till the day I die. Thank you. Kind of goes back to what I was saying about what you need. Be careful what you say on the record. Even if you don't feel it, people will take it that way, and it's not going to end good for you, no matter which way you slice it. Stat call skit. Shout out Haystack, Jason Winfrey. He went live on Facebook one time, and I dropped a comment, "What up, Chad?" Excuse me. "What up, Stack?" and he replied, what up, Chad? I was like, man, I could take that little audio clip and create a skit out of it. Where it's like we're having a little short conversation. So that's what I decided to do there. And it was like pulling teeth to get Tom up there at Studio Lab in Greensboro. I don't think it's, strangely enough, the studio is no longer there. But man, it was like pulling teeth to get him to do that, but I got it done. The Old Money remix, I had a blast. That was really fun doing that record. Wrote the verse on the spot up there at Thugsy's house in Greensboro and laid it down. I think that was one of my better performances off of the album, off the CD. I still call it a CD. But yeah, I was happy with that. Thank you, Thugsy. Thank you, Angel, for letting me go and record at your house. I'll say the same as I did on the 336 to 919 song. Can't thank you enough. Because if it was that difficult to get Tom to be willing to do what I needed done on the skit, imagine trying to do the song. You know what I mean? Up there, yeah. Good luck with that. But Thugsy was kind enough to let me go to his home studio and record that one. And thank you, YouTube, for putting the Old Money beat up. Thank you to the record company who put the beat and Stack's vocals up separately, which gave me what I needed to do a feature with Stack. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. When I was listening to hip-hop, I got Stack's first album, The Natural, in 2002. He was one of my big influences, big inspirations, being just one state over in Tennessee, and see what all he's done, been able to accomplish. Man's got probably, I don't know, well over 10 albums at this point, maybe close to 20. So he's put in his fair share of work, and it's not to be disrespected. All right. Representing Burlington is okay. I never got to lay down. I never got to double up my vocals. I was in such a rush, and my head was just in a different space at the time. The hook's okay. It wasn't. After I go back and listen to it, I always want to tweak stuff. And representing Burlington, whichever town suits, smoke so many trees, my feet are now roots. I wanted to tweak it and representing Burlington, whichever town suits, chief so many trees that my feet are now roots. Just because that one little word would have been 3 rhyming words as opposed to just 2. But that's just me nitpicking. It's okay. That's pretty much all I have to say about that one. It's okay. I didn't really may not even been 8 bars, maybe 4 to 6 bars on that, like a little quick, maybe 20-second clip. Heck, it might have been 8 bars, but I don't know. I really just wanted to leave that one alone. That's more of I wouldn't put that on my my album. I mean, it's okay, but that's a Stack song. You know what I mean? I didn't want to touch it. Moving on, radio version. Yeah, that's all the same shit. Asthma was fun. I don't really like getting sneak dissed. but thank you, Joey, for coming over to the crib when I was staying over there, and we recorded that. And there was I'm shitting. I ain't gonna bring it up. There's a deputy over there patrolling and stuff. Oh, they're over there for someone else, you know. Maybe they were. Clocking people is, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Standout was cool. I actually did that song because Joey's little label, independent label, he founded the Standout. I figured maybe he'd want to do a song on me. This is when my vision was still cloudy, and I didn't realize that maybe he wasn't quite as good of a friend as I thought, because the popular thing to do nowadays is dislike me. Now, I'm the type of person, if I don't like someone, I just don't like them. I'm not going to go do a fucking song with them. But to each their own, you know? And that's all I'll say about that. No hard feelings either way. Moving on. Yeah, moving on. That's a record that I wouldn't do again. It's okay. I like the hook. I like the beat. The beat I pulled off of YouTube. That's one of the few ones that's it's not my own that I didn't purchase or wasn't there presently when it was being made. So it's okay. Affordable, definitely affordable. Um, I said a line about Harry Potter on there. I was referring to my old friend Brittany and her sister because I was talking to her at the time and she had a daughter. I think she got a little boy now too, but people took that completely out of fucking context and turned it into something bizarre and disgusting. Can I just say that? Uh, Sam Perkins freestyle, yeah, that would have been great. The little verse I laid down was smooth, but I would have, I'd love to have been able to finish it. Like at least the 8 bars that I put down. Was it 16? I forget. I have to go back and listen to it. But I'd like to be able to finish what I started and don't do any songs with that guy if or letting him produce it if you want to finish it because you'll never be allowed to. Um, 8 bars freestyle. Um, Dumb. Really, really dumb. Can I just say this? I'd like to apologize to Sheriff Terry Johnson for dissing him on the record. What's he got to do with anything? He's got a job to do. I mean, hell, if you're breaking the law and you go to jail, that's your own fucking fault. That's your own stupidity. No matter if you feel like you were persecuted wrongfully to start with or not, it's nothing to do with it. Shut the fuck up, grow up, and be a man. So I'd like to apologize to the Alamance County Sheriff's Department, the judges, the lawyers. Trying to think. And to Terry Johnson personally, because I called him out by name on that record like a idiot. Hellfire OG, definitely wouldn't do that. Now, when it's not because I know people wouldn't like it, it's because I don't like it myself. It's not reflective of who I am as a human being. Joe Exotic, I like it. I would have liked for Joey to jump on the track with me, but you can't sneak diss someone if you know what I mean? Anyway, I used to be like my best friend, man. Sad thing. Sad story. Okay. Breaking Chad, same thing. Never got to finish it, so I really don't have any comment one way or the other. Murder Hornets. I got started on it and never finished it. And thank you, God, for not letting me finish that one because that was stupid. That was another one if I knew what I knew now, man. Wow. And lastly, probably my best performance. I'm skipping over like Enjoy the Journey freestyle and stuff like that. That's garbage, absolute trash. I was just fooling around in the studio, killing time because my brain wasn't capable of putting enough focus and energy on doing a song. So I just fuck it, wing it, you know. Excuse my language. OG Runtz. I ended on the high note. That last verse, I think I showed. It's on YouTube, so anyone in the world can see it. Yeah, I showed the world what I was capable of with OG Runtz. I'm really, really proud of that joint. Thank you, Tom Rowan. Thank you, Studio Sound Lab. Why do I keep calling it Studio Lab? Sound Lab Recording Studio in Greensboro for engineering and booking me as I'd asked and as I paid. You know, it's hard to do a song without a studio. So, and I think that's pretty much it. Probably won't do too many more acapellas, but I get bored at the house. It's something. It's a healthy habit. I used to tell people it beats punching holes in the wall. So there's that. Thank you all for tuning in, and God bless you. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. Makes all things possible. gospel truth. Amen.